Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Week 10 edition of the Sunday Social live stream. If you ask Dylan, for me, it's the Sunday Social podcast. As always, Dylan's to my right, and Ike is below me. Not as always, but it's nice to have you, Ike. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad. How about you, Dylan? How you doing this morning?
Good. But up bright and early watching this football game. It's been a good Sunday so far.
That's what I like to hear. All right, so as always, we're going to start this off quickly. Let's just run through some Week 10 inactives here. Josh Allen is officially active, guys. That's big news. He's going to attempt to play. David Njoku was ruled out with the ankle. Josh Reynolds for the Detroit Lions ruled out. Brandon Cooks for the Texans, questionable but expected to be active. Nico Collins, exactly the same thing. He's questionable with the groin. Yeah, but he's supposed to be expected to play. You got Jerick McKinnon for the Chiefs is questionable. If he's out, it could be a little bit better game for Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Isaiah Pacheco. So keep an eye on that. Then you got McCall Hardman, who was ruled out with the admin. Kenny Galladay is officially going to be active today, and apparently Dabo said he's going to get a big workload, so we'll see about that. Ryan Tannehill, questionable, and he is officially active for the Tennessee Titans, so no more Malik Willis for now. On to the 4 o'clock games. We got Kyler Murray, who is legitimately, they say, a game time decision. So this is all going to come down to warm-ups. I would just stay prepared to get your backup ready for that one. And then we got a kicker injury here. Apparently Matt Prater's injury questionable with the hip, so keep an eye on that. That's never fun. Ezekiel Elliot questionable with the knee, likely not to play though, or made the decision till the last minute. But I mean, if they're smart, they'll probably sit him. Just play Tony Pollard. Romeo Doubs for the Packers is out with the ankle. And for the Colts, Deion Jackson is out because Jonathan Taylor, the biggest news, was ruled active. I mean, I think it's full steam ahead with Taylor against the Rams this week, boys. Then we got Mo Alley Cox for the Colts, questionable. And then the other big QB injury is Matthew Stafford, who popped up middle of the week with a concussion. John Wolford and the Rams are preparing him as if Stafford is not going to clear the protocol in time. So just keep your eye on that one as well. And then in the Sunday night game, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams have both been ruled out for Justin Herbert. It's not looking good. And then another injury with the kicker. Justin Hopkins has been ruled out again, so it's Cameron Dicker, the kicker, again.
Woo!
And then that's a 9:30 game. All right, that seems to be it for now, boys. We can move on to our questions.
All right, just take us away, man. I'll leave you to be host for this one.
Well, that's on me for not being a prepared host here because I didn't have the questions up right away.
Oh, well, I can rock with the first one here. We got Garoppolo or Josh Allen. Garoppolo or Josh Allen. See, to me, I get it. Garoppolo has a great matchup, but dude, I'm not sitting Josh Allen for Jimmy Garoppolo. That's just not happening. Even if Josh Allen's elbow is just hanging there, he's still got that rushing floor. So I'm still going Josh Allen.
Agreed.
Yeah, you're not sitting Josh Allen over Jimmy G. If you had a different option like Justin Fields, then I can see it.
Or Tua.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we had there's a Tua question later that we saw, Tua or Josh Allen, and I would lean Tua there just because the weapons, man. We've seen that offense just doof down the field. So
yeah, Tua in that offense is on fire right now.
And then next one we got Schultz or Evan Ingram at tight end.
Schultz. Even though Packers are doing good
against tight ends.
Say that one more time.
Dalton Schultz or Evan Ingram?
It's Schultz still.
I don't trust Ingram.
I mean, he got injured, went out with an injury with the back last game. I mean, they're playing the Chiefs here, so there's some decent volume involved. But I like Dalton Schultz and Dak Prescott's come back.
Kate Allen's doing good.
I think I tend to agree. Here. I'd go Schultz as well.
It's a little bit safer.
Yeah. Next one, we got Hunt, Swift, or Pollard.
Hunt, Swift, or Pollard. Oh, I answered this one. I want Swift.
Wait, what?
I know it's Hunt, Swift, or Pollard. All right. Now, Pollard is definitely appealing here, especially with Zeke being out, but I went Swift. I'm shooting my shot on Swift this week. I did the research. Last time Swift was healthy, obviously week 1, he got 15 carries, 3 catches. I mean, he got majority of the workload over Jamal Williams. He didn't get the red zone work, which is a little bit of a bummer. But when he was healthy, he did get majority of the work, and I do expect him to take majority of the backfield if 100% healthy, which he does not carry an injury designation. So I'm playing DeAndre Swift and DFS all over today, so I go Swift with this one.
I'd go Pollard.
You want to elaborate?
There's no Zeke. Last time there was no Zeke, Pollard went off.
It's a game
decision. And it was also against the Bears, who allowed the second most rushing yards to all running backs.
The Packers aren't great against running backs either.
Not great, but it's not as cushy as a matchup as the Bears. That's what I'm getting at. That's all.
I think I still do side with Ike, though. I think I go Tony Pollard. Even if
the Bears allow 26.6 PPR points a game, and the Packers allow 22.7. So it's not a big difference. It's just the Bears are an easier matchup.
Yeah, for sure. The next question we got: Wan'Dale Robinson or Matt Collins?
Oh, Matt Collins.
I think I go Matt Collins too with Renfro out.
All right.
And Waller.
All right. So
Gabe Davis or Curtis Samuel from Garrett Hawkins.
Gabe Davis. Even though I did hear that the weather's not going to be great wherever in Buffalo or wherever they're playing, but still, I'm going Gabe.
Curtis Samuel. They play the Eagles. It's not a great matchup either. Man, Gabe Davis so questionable. Man, I play Gabe Dave, but you're gonna get like possibly 3 points there. That's not great. If you don't like that, if you don't like the possibility of getting 3 points right there, I'd go with Curtis Samuel. He's a little bit safer, but man, it's gonna hurt you when Gabe Davis scores a touchdown on your bench.
God,
yeah, you can't.
Rashad White.
You gotta go the upside here and go with Gabe Davis, in my opinion. Next question we got from Matthew Smith: Najee Kirk, Christian Kirk, Khalil Herbert, Tony Pollard.
Just one?
Just uno, huh?
Or two, sorry.
Say it again.
Najee, Kirk, and Herbert and Pollard. You're starting
Kirk and Pollard.
If Zeke is active, I'm going Najee. If Zeke is out, I'm going Pollard.
Najee, huh?
If Zeke is active. Everyone's making a big deal about Jalen Warren, and Najee's still out on the field more. I'll see it when I actually see it. I mean, Jalen Warren is not really outperforming Najee yet. It's just he's getting better opportunities. Go on.
Yeah, and Najee stinks this year, man. He's not healthy, so I'm gonna stay away from him if possible, and I'm gonna go Christian Kirk and Tony Pollard. Even with Zeke, I think Pollard's ceiling is.
They're both flex plays. If Zeke's active, Pollard is a flex play, and at this point, Najee's a flex play and almost bench worthy, but he is still flex worthy.
Yeah, for sure. We got a couple live questions. We got Brandon Ayuk or Josh Palmer.
Palmer.
Yeah, it's Palmer on that one. Yeah, if you wanted to get some analysis on that game preview in the games we talked on Friday, I actually think Ayuk's going to be the biggest person to take a hit with Debo coming back, and Palmer doesn't have Mike Williams or Keenan Allen, so it's Palmer.
Godwin touchdown.
Damn it! I know you love that, Dylan. You piece of shit.
There's a flag.
That's
though.
Big time right there.
There's a flag though, so let's not get.
I got the sleeper update.
Ike, where are you going? Ayuk or Palmer? Yeah, they just.
I said Palmer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Palmer here. I do like Ayuk, and like Mike said, we talked.
Me to say, but I like Ayuk, but
yeah, like Ike and I kind of agreed, and LaPlant was on the other side of it on the game preview show that we did on Friday.
Usually how it goes.
I think the hit in this offense with McCaffrey there is going to be Deebo Samuel more than Brandon Ayuk, because Ayuk's kind of more
The guy they just paid a lot of the money, but yeah, go on.
They just paid him a ton of money and then acquired a running back who's going to take a lot of his short touches. So yes.
I just think it's poor money management. If you pay a man and you use him less.
Yeah, I'm sure they just didn't know.
Ayuk to turn out this good.
And did they expect to be able to trade? Good. And did they expect to be able to trade for Christian McCaffrey at the trade deadline?
Yes, I will give you that. And Ayuk does look good. I'm not discrediting that, but I'm telling you right now, he's not better than CMC and he's not better than Deebo Samuel. If you're smart, you use your best defenders and get them players and get them the ball.
In what way are we talking about Deebo? Like, I think Brandon Ayuk.
Deebo is better than Ayuk. You can't say Ayuk is better than Deebo.
Better receiver, I can.
No.
Better playmaker, no.
Do I need to go find Deebo's stats? We'll move on to the next question. But I mean, Deebo's probably finished with more receiving yards than Ayuk's ever had in his 2 years.
There's a reason Ayuk was a top 20 pick or top 25, whatever.
And there was a reason why he got benched by Kyle Shanahan last year.
Oh, yeah? What's the reason?
He was a shithead and he wasn't doing his job. He wasn't playing his role.
And look what he is doing now.
He is now.
Congratulations. Yeah, you know who never stopped doing the role? Deebo Samuel.
He did when he got injured.
And when he got mad that he was doing his role too much. And he got mad when he was doing his role too much and running the ball. He got paid. He did. Next question here for Brody. We got Allen Robinson, Paris Campbell, or MVS pick 2. Brody, I'm going to go Allen Robinson, and I'm going to go MVS here. I love Paris Campbell. I love the talent. Been on him forever. He's still on a few of my dynasty teams. It's just I'm not comfortable starting a guy. Besides Michael Pittman, still not really comfortable starting him either with Sam Ellinger throwing him the football. So I'm
MVS.
I go Robinson and Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell's just on the field more than MVS. I mean, Paris Campbell is on the field like 90+% of the snaps. I mean, MVS is not out there that many snaps, so that's why I lean Paris Campbell just a little bit more safer. I know it's Ellinger that's throwing him the ball, but it's a little bit safer. MVS might only have 2 catches. One might be for a touchdown, but if it's not for a touchdown, it's 2 for 20.
Right. Next question, defense question. They're playing each other, Rams or Arizona defense here. I'm going to go with the Rams defense. I think Colt McCoy has a higher chance of turning the ball over. And Wolford, he runs a little bit. So I think Arizona might struggle to be able to contain him. And I'm not sure.
Runs like a wind.
I feel like Stafford would turn the ball over more if he was in over Wofford, to be honest with you. So that's why
I run a lot.
I go Rams here.
I still go Rams. Rams defense is just better overall. They just haven't played as a cohesive unit pretty well.
I also don't think you can miss with either one, though.
Yeah, I think either one's
you're playing backup quarterbacks.
For sure.
Rams just probably have a better chance to explode because they can get the sacks with Aaron Donald and all that. They got Jalen Ramsey.
Neither offensive line is good. But like I said, Wolford can move. Colt McCoy, not so much unless we're playing Madden Nike.
Fair. Got an arm of Jesus.
Then we got one more as well from Dion. What's up, man? Thanks for joining once again.
Mike, this is for you.
Do I sit D-Hop with Murray sitting? Also, do I start Khalil Herbert at the flex versus Lions? Going for 10-0 in one of my leagues.
Nice.
I'm all right with starting Herbert against the Lions, man. It's a good matchup. It would depend on the rest of your roster.
Yeah, who's your other options in the flex? Because it's not a bad matchup against the Lions, but depending on who else.
Wouldn't you be switching out Khalil Herbert over D-Hop at the flex? I hope not.
I don't think you would be, but I'd be taking D-Hop still over Khalil Herbert. I'm still playing D-Hop here. I know his connections with Murray, but he's still the number one guy. This offense runs through, as of when D-Hop came back, it runs through them. They just look a lot better since he's gotten back. So I still play D-Hop. And like I said, depending on your other options here between Khalil Herbert and I'm trying to think of like a Devin Singletary. I'll probably go Khalil Herbert just because I like the matchup more.
Totally off topic. Did you see what the fight between Hopkins and Murray was all about? They showed it on Hard Knocks.
No, what was it?
It's a little explicit, and I don't remember it all, but you guys should look it up.
Right
Hey,
on.
I believe I saw.
What the
I
fuck
saw.
are you looking at? Murray saying "calm the
Yeah.
f down" and all this stuff.
Right on.
All right, so we can move on
I was
to
gonna
our
say,
next.
are you gonna take the questions?
Yep, I was gonna move right aside. I was just trying to get rid of the live comment. There we go. All right, so next question we got here is from Kevin, and he wants to know: are we starting Jeff Wilson or Raheem Mostert this week?
That was Jeff
for
Wilson,
me.
man. We saw him the first week he's there. He comes over and out snaps.
5 days
Raheem-
later, he just destroys
Raheem
Mostert and snaps.
Yeah,
Jeff
it's Wilson. Don't be surprised if both of them get a touchdown, though. And Dion did say his other options are Claypool, Schultz, and Elliott. I mean, if Elliott's active, you're playing Elliott over him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I suppose as well. I think you're right.
Now, do you play Claypool over Herbert, though, if Elliott's out?
I'm going
That's the only
Herbert.
one I'm really... Yeah, I still lean Herbert. So, yeah, if Elliott plays, play Elliott, but if he's out, you're playing Herbert.
Mhm.
All right. Next question here from Will. All right. He needs to pick one. All right. He's got CEH, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, and he can scoop up Khalil Herbert if needed.
It's JT, I guess.
Yeah, I guess with Aaron Jones, the injury,
It
Yeah.
has to be JT.
he's still active. He's still active, but I still would rather play JT. All right. If Murray is out, Kyler Murray, are we playing Jimmy G,
Hey, Sean.
Russ Man, Trevor Lawrence, or Aaron Rodgers?
Trevor Lawrence.
I think it's Trevor Lawrence too.
Yes.
Weird to
Chiefs
say.
are doing very hot against
It's gonna be a
pass.
lot of. I mean, I don't think the Jaguars are gonna win. I don't think they'll be in it very much. I mean, they might surprise me, but there's gonna be a lot of garbage time for Trevor Lawrence.
You've seen some weird shit in the NFL, man.
Yeah. Any
Jets beat
given
the Bills,
Sunday.
so it can happen. Not putting it past anything.
The Panthers beat Tampa Bay 24-3. You know, any given Sunday, it really is
The Jets beat the Bills last week.
touchdown Tyler Lockett.
Nice.
God damn it! So everybody's gonna get a touchdown. That's not on my. I got the receivers, the number one receivers for both of these teams. I got Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, and Chris Godwin, and Lockett score. And I'm playing Dylan, guys. It's gonna be that type of week.
In the home league. I mean, they still got you 13 to 10 points, so it could be worse.
Big game
It could
between
be.
you two.
It could. We're both 6-3, right, Mike? I know.
I'm 5-4 for me, but I'm leading
yeah.
the division.
I know nobody cares. But I started with a 0 from Youngway Koo and 4 from Kyle Pitts. So.
Other people know the pain when you got the number one receiver for two teams, and then the number two receiver is the one getting the touchdown.
Oh yeah. We got another live question from Sean. We got Alan Lazard or Rondell Moore. Ike, he said hi to you. I'll let you answer first.
It's got to be Lazard. I did read a thing on Twitter that last time Rondell Moore played with Colt McCoy, he targeted Rondell Moore quite significantly when he was on the field. So that's something to think about. But
I was gonna say theoretically it kind of makes sense, right? Because Colt McCoy is just gonna dink and dump down the field, and Rondell Moore is the at the line of scrimmage type of receiver. You know,
but still go
he's
Lazard.
get, pop passes and stuff too. So that is something to think about. Now that you said that, that's interesting. But I would still lean Lazard as well. It's the only guy Aaron trusts in this offense, really. I mean, you could throw Bob Tonyan in there, Aaron Jones if you want, but it's Lazard or bust, to be honest with you, in that pass game.
Yeah, either that or Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say, let's hop into our next question here. There's no more live ones?
No.
Nope. All right. Next one here. Jason wants to know Jarvis Landry or Mac Hollins, guys. I'll let you guys answer first because I know my answer.
Mac.
Yeah, it's Mac Hollins.
Yes,
Jarvis Landry playing?
I mean, I didn't see him on an injury report, but granted, he is isn't he the Sunday night game? No, that's I didn't see him inactive.
They flexed it out of the Sunday night game.
Thank you. They did. They flexed it out. But I did not see him on the inactive list when I checked it. So he is playing, but I'm still playing Mac Hollins. All right. Scotty wants to know, Lamar Jackson's on a bye, so he has to start one of the following quarterbacks. Is it Andy Dalton, Ryan Tannehill, Colt McCoy, or John Wolford, or if you want to, Taylor Heineke?
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty,
dude, that's what I was gonna do.
Don't tell Scotty.
It's the first thing I wanted to say.
Oh.
That's funny.
I think it's got to be the Red Rocket.
That's actually what I answered with.
Yeah, that's where I lean. I think you can go into a little deeper analysis, Mike, if you want. I don't really.
Yes, there's not a whole lot of analysis here, to be honest with you, because I mean Tannehill's coming off the injury. He's in a run-first offense. Colt McCoy might not even start, and if he does, I mean he's captain check down. John Wolford. I mean that offense.
He gets Traylon Burks back.
He does.
Yeah, but that offense don't pass. It just don't pass. I know it was with Malik Willis, but if Tannehill's, coming off that injury, they're probably going to run it just as much. I'm going Andy Dalton because a couple weeks ago he threw 3 interceptions and he still finished as a top QB. So I mean, he's got the most upside here. He's got the most upside here. What's Tannehill done all year? What's Colt McCoy done all year? What's John Wolford done all year? What's Taylor Heineke done all year?
Colt McCoy's done the best job in all of fantasy or in all of sports, man, and that's be the backup quarterback at a team. You never get hit. You still get all the chicks because they dig the quarterback.
I'm talking about production.
Until today, he's going to get hit, and he's like, shit, I actually got to play.
Damn it.
Andy Dalton's the safest one to go with there. All right, so we'll hop into our next question here from Blake Long. All right, Herbert, Cousins, or Garoppolo? Which one are you starting today?
Herbert
has the Niners.
Herbert.
Cousins has the Bills, and then Niners have the Chargers. I mean, Garoppolo has the Chargers.
Yeah, it's Herbert, I suppose.
Nice. No, it's Herbert, but it's not great. I mean, if Cousins had a better matchup and it wasn't against the Bills, I'd probably be leaning Cousins, but it's still Herbert, but it's not going to be great. All right, Desi wants to know, Rondale Moore or Claypool?
That one I'll do Rondale Moore.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Rondale Moore there. Let's get a little more time for Claypool to get acclimated to this offense, to get him playing, 80% of the snaps like Rondale Moore is doing. I go Rondale Moore as well.
Oh, that's not good. Bucs running back Leonard Fournette has a hip injury and is doubtful to return.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Especially when you trade a second-round pick for him in a dynasty league this week.
Yeah, you do what you got to do. All right.
Yeah, I'm going for it. Probably not the best idea, but might as well, right?
I didn't say it, but my choice is Rondale Moore as well. Claypool does offer a little bit of a higher ceiling this week, possibly getting involved more, but it's safer once more. All right, Adam wants to know, Tua Tagovailoa or Justin Fields? He's scared, man. He doesn't know what to do.
Tua safer.
Wow. Like he plays the line. Fields plays the Lions, though. That's about as safe as it could be, except if you're Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. Maybe Lions defense figured it out.
No.
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 I honestly think I go Justin Fields, man. With those legs, what they're doing, there's no reason to not keep doing it. Because with the way they're running him, he takes less hits, which sounds weird, man. Because when he was just standing in the pocket, he was getting killed. Now that they have design runs, he could protect himself a little bit more. So there's no reason for them to not keep doing that. And it's working. So just with the rushing upside and with fantasy scoring being broken and catered to running quarterbacks, I go Justin Fields. What do you think, LaPlant? It's really close. This is a really close debate. And you guys have no idea how happy I am that this is a debate, because I've been on Tua forever in fantasy, and he's finally doing good because they got him a bunch of weapons. And I'm a Bears fan. I love Justin Fields, and he's finally playing well.
See, it is a good debate, but you're not going to get Justin Fields getting 100 rushing yards every week. That's the thing.
He might this week against the Lions. That's my point, too. He might, yeah.
I mean,
80 and a touchdown.
I do like it. See, the Lions allow the third most points to QBs, but these are passing QBs that they've played. They haven't really faced a Justin Fields yet. I mean, besides Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts really threw the ball more than he ran the ball. And that was kind of a shootout in that respect. But I do think Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Justin Fields. I do lean Tua here slightly because of the weapons and his hot streak. Justin Fields is only now getting on this hot streak, and he doesn't have the weapons, which means he will have to get 100-plus rushing yards for him to hit his ceiling. And he's got it. And, I mean, even last week, he only got 123 passing yards. That's not much.
But he finished as QB1.
Yeah, because of breaking the in-season rushing record. That's why. Is he going to do that every week?
No, he's not going to do it every week, but he might score 100. He might do 100 and a touchdown today against the Lions' bad defense. That's what.
And is he going to have another 100 passing yards? That's not going to cut it.
If he has 100 yards and a touchdown, it will. And throw another touchdown or two through the air. Because you're also forgetting he threw 3 touchdowns last week with the 123.
You think he's going to throw 3 touchdowns?
I think one or two.
That's not viable with only 123 yards, though.
I think 1 or 2 is safe to say.
1 is safe. With 123 passing yards, 2 is not safe.
I get 2 is safe, but Justin just has so much more upside. So I think that's where I lean.
No, I meant like 2 touchdowns isn't safe. I think 2 is the safer option. But I meant like to guarantee Justin Fields has 2 passing touchdowns when he only throws the ball 28 times and gets 123 passing yards. That's my problem. That's where the ceiling lacks. He is only going to get a ceiling if he gets 150 rushing yards like he did last week, 176. Where to his ceiling, all he needs to do is get 300 passing yards and a couple touchdowns. You're there.
Sure. Boom. We got a live question. Dion.
Boom. Encouragement.
Evan Ingram or Gerald Everett? I'm going to go that's Gerald. Yeah.
That's Gerald. All right, on to the next question here, as long as we don't have any more live ones. And guys, please bring in the live questions. We love answering them. And if you guys love listening to us argue, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. On to the next one here from Philip. James Conner or Curtis Samuel?
James Conner.
James Conner for me as well.
With Colt McCoy possibly starting, I do lean James Conner in this, but it is appealing with Curtis Samuel. But, man, it's Conner. They're going to run him into the ground. They signed him for a 3-year contract, and there's no way of getting out of it. There's no out like Zeke has next year for the Cowboys. So I'm going Conner.
Tom, what are you doing, man? Brady just threw a pick right to the middle linebacker who's just standing there in the middle of the field for some reason.
That's not fun. What? All right, we got a defense question here if you want to move on, since the defense did just turn the ball over. Giants defense or Raiders defense this week? Raiders got Ellinger and the Colts, and the Giants defense has Houston and Davis Mills. I lean Raiders defense.
Giants defense.
I think it's Giants defense. Take that back. I'm just banking on the Giants defense because they're better, I think. The Raiders defense is awful. I get it. The matchup's really good, Mike, and I get that's where you're going with it. And they do get a pass rush with Max Crosby and stuff. But I lean the better defense. And Wink Martindale likes to blitz the shit out of it. So maybe they get some pressure on that pencil neck geek this week, and I think I go Giants.
I was trying to switch before you gave your option, before you gave your answer, but yeah, I am leaning the Giants defense just a little bit more because I am a little bit higher on Jonathan Taylor this week than most because the Raiders allow the 3rd most points to RBs, and Ellinger's probably not going to throw the ball a whole lot, so there's not a lot of opportunities for turnovers there or sacks if he's not throwing the ball. Where if the Giants are up, Houston, I mean, they don't really pass the ball too much with it. I just think there's more turnover opportunity with the Giants defense, which is going to get you more points. Mm-hmm. All right. Dustin's got a conundrum. He's got both lines. Is it Jamal Williams or Swift this week, guys?
I think it's still Jamal Williams until Swift proves it to me, man. He can bitch and moan about all the touches he wants until he gets them. I don't believe it. So let's show me, man, and then we'll talk.
Agreed.
It's Swift for me. Like I said earlier, it's Swift for me. When Swift was healthy, he did not have an injury designation. He got majority of the workload in week 1. He does not have an injury designation this week, and he has a great matchup. So I go Swift. All right. Marcel wants to know. He needs 2 out of these guys. Tony Pollard, DeAndre Swift, Brian Robinson, or Brandon Ayuk?
Pollard and probably Swift over Ayuk.
It's not Brian Robinson.
No.
It's Tony Pollard and it's Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk.
It's not. It's Swift and Pollard for me.
What a throw by Geno Big Nuts freaking Smith right there. Wow.
I don't think that's his nickname.
Just with a blitzer just coming down on him, he just gets it out and throws the perfect ball to Lockett, man. He's having a rough game until now, but the last couple of drives, he's finally locked in. Jet lag.
It's Geno Write Me Off Smith.
that works too. I like Big Nuts better.
I mean, he never said he had big nuts, but he did say they wrote him off. On to the next question from Gerardo. Darrell Henderson or Kyron Williams?
It's still Henderson this week until Kyron Williams takes his job after this game.
I'll get you, Dylan.
I'm surprised you didn't agree to disagree, but yeah, it's Henderson.
We got a live one.
Oh, we do?
Yep. From Lewis, need help with my flex. Aaron Jones, James Conner, Chris Olave.
I like Aaron Jones, but he's a little bit banged up.
Let's still go.
This is a hard question right here.
Out of these options, I'm sitting Connor between Olave and Aaron Jones. I like Olave over Connor, but Olave over Jones. I like Jones over Olave, but man, yeah, I still go Jones over Olave.
Boom.
And I'll give you a clean sweep, I suppose. I don't love it, but I'll go.
It's not by much. It's not by much. It's just Jones is safer. He's going to have more opportunities.
Dion has a hip injury.
Doubtful to return.
Yeah, I didn't see the play, so I'm not sure what happened to him. But almost touchdown by Noah Fant. That was close.
That'd have been nice. I'm starting him in one of my leagues.
Dire straits, man.
Yep. All right, on to the next question.
1 foot down? Nope, didn't get it down. College touchdown.
That sucks. That stinks. All right, go to DK. He got both feet down. He just won't catch the ball. Colvin wants to know, Kareem Hunt or Rondale Moore?
Rondale Moore. Kareem Hunt. I do not want any part of starting him any longer until he shows me something too, because he hasn't. Not this season. He only scores when he scores a touchdown, and it hasn't been often.
Boom.
Well, Miami Dolphins allow the most points on their squad to wide receivers, not running backs. Typically, that's usually how it goes, but it's been a little bit harder to run the ball against Miami comparatively to throwing the ball. So I do go with Rondale Moore. Kareem Hunt's been kind of duty, unfortunately.
Also,
you got something?
This might be a stupid question, but Miami spent a bunch of money on their secondary too, right? Didn't Xavier Howard get an extension?
This was a couple of years ago.
And then didn't they give Marquise good one? Another beautiful throw by Geno Smith right there, man. What the heck?
Just everybody but my guy, but gone.
What happened to Byron Jones? Because they signed him to a big contract from Dallas.
He got benched earlier in the season.
Is he hurt? He's just benched or what?
I'm not
either.
Sure.
Yeah, man. It's really weird because
but you also
they dumped a ton of money in the secondary.
Yeah, these were also guys before Mike McDaniels got the coaching job.
Yeah,
so I mean,
that's true.
It is a previous regime, so I mean, it may not be what he wants, but I do agree with you. They did spend a lot of money on it, but they just spent money on Bradley Chubb as well, so they got money all around. It's Miami.
And it has been confirmed that was a touchdown by Goodwin.
All right, there's still time for the Seahawks to give a chance.
I don't know why they had 6 minutes left, and they're trying to run the ball, and Brady throws a pick. Man, they're trying to run the clock on, and Brady throws a pick. It's just that's not something that can happen. Not when you're a 28-year-old veteran or a 28.
He wants to make it interesting for the German fans.
Yeah, I guess.
He wants to make it interesting. All right, so on to the next. Johnny wants to know, are we starting Trevor Lawrence or Russell Wilson? It's T-Law for me.
Yep.
Yeah, we're starting Trevor Lawrence.
All right, good. All right. Michael needs to know he needs a wide receiver 2 and a flex. He has got Devontae Smith, Jamal Williams, Gabe Davis, and Tony Pollard. So let's just get the wide receiver out of the way. You got Gabe Davis and Devontae Smith. It's Devontae Smith for me.
I'm going Devontae.
I think that's where you lean to.
All right, so then our options for flex are Jamal Williams, Gabe Davis, and Tony Pollard, which I lean Pollard.
Same.
Chasing that upside with Gabe Davis, man.
Ew.
Hey, you like crushing and burning, don't you?
I do. Until I beat you this week because Gabe Davis has his fucking 39-point fantasy.
Are you
day.
starting him?
I have to. No choice.
Oh, man. I understand. At least you're staying on brand. Kudos to you for doing that. All right. Brian needs to know he's got Murray as the starting QB. He has Derek Carr, Trevor Lawrence on his bench, and he can also go pick up Daniel Jones on waivers. Who's he starting?
This is a good one because we had a nice discussion on our podcast on Friday about Daniel Jones. I know we disagreed on him. I worry that the volume is going to be there for him. So I think I go with Trevor Lawrence here.
Same for me. All right.
I like the idea of Daniel Jones, and he's surprised all of us for fantasy purposes too. You know, that's crazy.
And
Top 12 fantasy
a lot
quarterback.
of rushing yards.
They do.
The most rushing yards, and that's his shtick. Because he's not a great passer. All right, this one was a tough one from Tony. I had to answer it earlier. We got to sit one. DeAndre Hopkins, Chris Olave, Amon Ra, or Brandon Ayuk?
Ayuk.
One.
That was kind of quick. I'm shocked. You of all people were quick on Ayuk with that one, Ike.
I know it might not be Ayuk though, Ike. It might be Chris.
Let's just say Ayuk, so then he can go off, and we're all wrong.
I don't want to be wrong though. I kind of want to stay with my guy Ayuk, and I think he's going to be better than you heard it here first.
Won't turn out.
That's not true.
Okay, name one
before
guy.
You guys get into your thing. Before you guys get
Austin Eckler last year.
Before you guys get into your thing, I think you said Ayuk, but go on.
I think Ayuk's better than Debo the rest of the season, Mike. I think I will
definitely take a 6-pack bet on that. I will definitely take a 6-pack bet on that one.
Let's do it. 6-pack bet of the week. 6-pack bet of the week.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Chris Olave out of that group.
It's Ayuk for me. Olave is one of the only guys left. They got Traquan Smith, Marquez Callaway, or I think
It's gonna be Callaway season.
Deontay Hardy. I mean, yeah, it's not great. So on to the next question here. Oof. Are we gonna risk it and possibly start Kyler Murray, or are we starting Russell Wilson?
You ain't starting Kyler.
You ain't starting Kyler, even if he plays with a gimp hamstring, anyways.
Russell Wilson is gonna be fine today.
How's Kyler supposed to throw the ball over the line of scrimmage when he can't get out of the pocket, man? You know what I mean? He's too short.
Yeah, he's not taller than Aaron Donald. How's he gonna throw it over him?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense physics.
It's not even taller than his running back.
All right, Tim needs to start 2 of these options. He's got Cortland Sutton, Christian Kirk, and Devontae Smith.
Easy for me. Might not be easy for you, Mike. Christian Kirk and Devontae Smith here.
What was the other one?
Sutton.
Oh, yeah, what Dylan said.
Sutton's a butthead, man. A lot of people were in on Sutton. I didn't.
Did you just call him a butthead?
I did. He can't separate. I've been saying it all off season. I've been saying it in season. That's it. He can't separate. And the deep ball, deep ball hasn't been there for Russ. And
they both have a good matchup. Sutton plays the Titans, who allow the 3rd most wide receiver points, 40 a game. And then Devontae Smith plays the Commanders, who allow 36 points a game. My only thing here is if the Eagles get up, they don't need Devontae Smith. And I look at Sutton as being a little bit more of a necessary evil, because if the Broncos get down to Derrick Henry, they're going to need to throw the ball more.
Derrick Henry.
It's going to be Derrick Henry. They get down.
Not Derrick Henry.
No, it's Derrick Henry. It's Derrick Henry and Jeffrey Simmons. That's the team.
I think Jeffrey Simmons actually hurt. I think he might be out this week, to be honest.
No, he was good. He was not the one.
He's active. Oh, good.
I think he was the one that was active, but there was a lot of that defense that was hurt. But
Yeah,
I do lean
banged up.
Sutton and Kirk just a smidge more because of the matchup. If Devontae, see, the whole thing with Devontae Smith is being the number 2 receiver in that offense. They don't have very tough matchups. They don't need to throw the ball. They're not getting in shootouts. They can just run the ball out more. So I don't think they need Devontae Smith as much as the Broncos need Sutton. So I lean Sutton just a smidge more.
Right.
But
we got a live question here from Kevin.
Yep.
What's up, man? Start 2, sit 1. Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, or CeeDee Lamb? That's what I'll sit Brandon Ayuk.
Yep. That one's, I was going to say, easy start is CD, and then you can kind of make a debate between Ayuk and Kirk, but Kirk has the better matchup here because the Niners play the Chargers, and the Chargers allow the second, let me look at it here. Chargers allow the second most points to running backs, so C-Mac's going to eat in that matchup.
Yeah, let's go Kirk and CD. This is a PG show. Like, I'm going to need you to not do that. Just kidding, man.
PG. I mean, all the kids are watching cartoons right now.
No, all the kids are watching the fantasy6pack.net live stream. And if with the kids watching, please smash that like button if you haven't already, and please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it.
Josh Allen just ran out of the tunnel with the rest of the offense for warm-ups.
And we got another question from Kevin. He says, "Thank you. You're welcome, man. The more, the merrier." What about Mostert and Jeff Wilson? We talked about this earlier. It's Jeff Wilson. I'll let you guys say it this time if you want.
Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson's safer here, but don't be surprised if both get a touchdown.
Yeah, but Jeff Wilson just came in his first week with the team and out snaps Raheem Mostert, so it's his backfield. That's who.
Yeah, they know. I think Mike McDaniels knows that he can't ride Mostert for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
that's why he went out and got Wilson.
And what was Jeff Wilson's big shtick with the 49ers? Maybe not even more so this year.
Early down work.
And the red zone work, because he's a bigger, stronger back, seems to always fall forward. So another one we got. Wan'Dale Robinson or Kadarius Toney in PPR.
Mecole Hardman is out too.
It's the Spider-Man meme, guys, where they're pointing at each other. They're the same person.
I'm going Toney.
They literally play the same game. Tony. They're small. They're twitchy.
One's got a better quarterback throwing on the ball.
One does have a way better quarterback, but Wan'Dale's also the number 1 option. Don't give me any.
Sounds like the number 1
don't
option.
Give in the pass game, man. Come on. What? I was gonna say don't. I thought you were gonna come at me with Kenny Galladay being active.
I mean, they did say he was gonna get a. They did say he was gonna get a big workload. So let's see that. I mean, my thing here is I'm a believer in seeing what I've already seen. We've seen a little bit from Wan'Dale, small sample size. We've seen a little bit more than Kadarius Toney, which is a small sample size, but still a little bit more. And he's got the better quarterback. So Mecole Hardman being out, I lean Toney. But Mecole Hardman in, I go Robinson. But Hardman's out, so I go Toney with all those end arounds they like to do in the red zone. Toney's probably going to be the fill-in for that.
Hey, Toney.
I'm going to agree to disagree here. I'm going to go Wan'Dale. Kadarius Toney, we got to remember this is only his second week with the team, so his package is going to be limited. He doesn't have a large package, guys.
But the thing is his package was the same as Mecole Hardman's package. So if Mecole Hardman's package is ruled out, that means Kadarius Toney's package is going to get an increase.
Oh man!
Hey, why are we talking about packages, guys?
Right on.
He brought it up.
Next one here from Jose. What's up, man? Trevor Lawrence or Russell Wilson? It's Trevor Lawrence. We're getting a lot of love. We're giving too much love to Trevor Lawrence this week, guys. If he crashes and burns like he's quite possibly could, we're gonna look like assholes. But he
did well against the Chargers.
Lawrence.
The Raiders. So I mean, I do like the matchup. The Chiefs are soft against the quarterbacks, allowing the 7th most. So go Lawrence.
Oh man. I love it.
Oh man.
PG show, guys.
PG. I want his package more involved. Ball glove.
Another one from DL. We got need to Pierce, Singletary, Dillon, Elliot, Hilaire. Let's go Damian Pierce and let's go Devin Singletary here.
Bingo.
If Elliott's active, I go Elliot over Singletary, but if he's out, it's Singletary over Pierce.
Really, Mike? Really?
Elliot gets
I do not agree.
gets more work. Elliot gets more work.
Okay.
I thought Singletary would be a great play this week if Case Keenum was the starter. Since Josh Allen's the starter, I lean a little bit more off of Singletary then.
Right on. Do I drop Tyler Higbee for Cole Kmet this morning? Full PPR. Let's talk this out a little bit, guys. Both offenses aren't good. I think we could still say that even about the Bears offense still after the past few weeks.
If Higbee is your only tight end, you find somebody else to drop to get Cole Kmet. Because if Higbee's your only tight end, that's where you're doing wrong. You need another tight end because you're kind of in tight end hell.
See,
all right,
man,
so you need options.
I disagree. I think you just stream at that point. We saw
this
Higbee
is what
produce
you do. You can stream
season.
these two, though. You can stream between these two.
But I don't necessarily agree with rostering two of that position when your position is bad.
When you don't have a Mark Andrews, a Travis Kelce, you have to.
No, I disagree. I think you could just stream and hold one and just play that one that week, to be honest with you.
Unless you've got,
but that's just the difference in strategy, Mike. I get what you're saying.
If you got one, that's like it's the same argument for quarterbacks. If you got a Josh Allen, a Patrick Mahomes, and whatnot, you're not rostering a second quarterback in a single quarterback league. But if you started out the year with Matthew Stafford, you know what you did? You went and picked up a second quarterback. You started the league with Aaron Rodgers. You went and picked up a second quarterback. You know, if you got one of the top tier guys in that position, you're usually not rostering a second one. Mm-hmm. It's just that's bad roster management, in my opinion. But to each their own.
But Jay, if that's what you need to do to get Cole Kmet, I would rather play Cole Kmet today for sure. And if you need to win, I would drop. I'm okay dropping Higbee for Cole Kmet.
Higbee is interesting this week with Wolford starting if he does start.
Woof.
That's the one thing I will just mention. But
Tampa Bay wins 21-16, guys. They do end up closing it out. But we got another.
Oops.
Oh, yep, you're good. We got Justin Fields or Tua. Here we go again. Unfortunately, Kevin, you missed the spiel a little bit ago, but we went in pretty deep on it. I went Fields. These two went Tua.
Yep.
I mean, let's be honest. You were nitpicking here on these two. You can't really go wrong either way. The way both of them are playing. But me and Ike tend to agree that Tua is just a wee bit safer because we've seen it more times than Fields so far. But Fields is definitely intriguing against the Lions, who allow the second most quarterback running points to running backs. Yeah, so that's the one thing. It's the running backs that allow the most points. That's why I'm a little skeptical on Fields.
Dion agrees with you guys 3-1, so I'm going to be right. Next one we got from Joe Cleveland. We got James Conner, Khalil Herbert, half-point PPR. I'm gonna go Conner. The workload, his workload's more guaranteed at this point. With Colt McCoy back there, they're gonna want to use Conner more.
You're gonna feel a lot better with Herbert on your bench with a touchdown with only 5 rushing attempts compared to Conner's 15. That's the problem there. He's only gonna get limited workload. Hey, what's up, John?
You're welcome, Joe. But yeah, from John, we got Jamal Williams or Devin Singletary.
Ooh, that one's a tough one. Ike, I'm curious. You got your ranks pulled up by chance? Your rankings for running backs?
No.
Where these two are ranked? No surprise there.
I've been watching the football game, all right?
I do lean Jamal Williams a smidge more. I'm going to stick to my brand with what I said. If Case Keenum was starting, I'd be going over Singletary, John. But Josh Allen's starting, so I lean Jamal Williams in a good, juicy matchup against the Bears.
I'm going to go Jamal Williams as well.
But don't be surprised if Swift takes some of that workload away. He's healthy.
Pick 2 stashes in PPR. Brian Robinson, Elijah Mitchell, Kyron Williams. I think you stash Brian Robinson in case Antonio Gibson gets hurt as a high-end handcuff, and I think you do the same with Elijah Mitchell, I think, as well as a high-end handcuff.
I was going to do Elijah and Brian, yeah.
I don't know if it's breaking news, but McCaffrey tends to deal with the injury bug.
If Cam Akers would have gotten traded at the deadline, Kyron Williams would have been a great stash. And I would have liked that. But without him getting traded and still being there, it's Robinson and Mitchell.
What do you mean, Mike? You don't like small, slow running backs and Kyron Williams? I think
it's the fact that he
might be all right.
It's the fact he's the third stringer.
Yeah. Hey, Dano, Claypool or Cooks? I'm gonna go Claypool here. No, see that we disagree again, and then we're gonna disagree because we have these two guys on the same team that we do together, Mike.
And did you see I put Cooks in over Claypool?
I did.
Did you fucking switch it?
No, I didn't. But I'm
I was
alright.
gonna say
I'm all right with it, but I just think Claypool has the higher upside because they're going to try to use him as the big play wide receiver in this offense. And Brandon Cooks, he hates being there, and like he got stripped of his captain duties before the game and stuff too. I don't know if you guys saw that update, but what if he gets it? I'm projecting. But what if he only plays half the snaps or something because everybody hates him now because he wanted to leave.
Kind of like what Claypool might play because he's still getting assimilated into this offense about half the snaps. I mean, sure. That's why I look at it. I mean, both of them. I mean, if you're looking worst case scenario for Brandon Cooks, he plays half the snaps. You're looking best case scenario for Claypool, he gets upwards to 60-70% of the snaps. All right, where Cooks best case scenario plays majority of the snaps compared to Claypool. So I think there's just a bigger possibility for outcomes for Claypool. Yes, he has the higher ceiling, but Cooks is the safer play.
Yeah, he just hasn't scored points this year is the problem.
I mean, that offense doesn't want to throw the ball. Lovie Smith's offenses.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. Got a lot of shares of Dameon Pierce.
All right, on to the next one here. Trevor needs to know we need
4 minutes, so let's just rapid fire through the rest of these.
Yep, start one. Curtis Samuel, Donovan Peoples-Jones, or Brandon Cooks?
DPJ for me.
It's DPJ in that one for me because the Dolphins are going to score a lot. They're going to need to throw. Marcel Dulcich, Greg Dulcich, we call him Weird Al Yankovic, at least I do. Or Cole Kmet.
I'm going to go Cole Kmet there.
Dulcich.
I go Dulcich. They're both great matchups, but Dulcich's been getting a little bit more volume than Kmet as of lately.
Cole Kmet's season, man.
No.
Hey, it's Cole Kmet touchdown regression season.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jason Jones, best tight end play. Gerald Everett against the Niners or Ertz against the Rams? Standard.
It's Everett.
Yep.
It's Everett. Wolford or McCoy?
I said Wolford.
McCoy.
He runs a little bit. I'm going to go Wolford.
McCoy.
I'll be the deciding factor here.
Hashtag analysis that he runs a little bit.
I take McCoy. Better weapons.
Woo!
Bullshit.
Better weapons when you got backup quarterback always benefits you. All right.
Josh Allen. Legend.
Yep.
Josh Allen or Tua? Josh Allen.
I said Tua.
I said Tua as well, actually.
Okay. I mean, I just it's hard to bench Josh Allen for me.
It is.
That's my only thing.
When you have a guy like Tua, it's not too bad.
I mean, it's not like it's different. It's Josh Allen against the Vikings, who allow a decent amount of points to actually, offenses. So that's why if it was like a different, the Jets again or the Patriots, and I know I'm staying in division here, but I'm trying to think of good defenses. The Philadelphia Eagles, it'd be a little different, but it's a decent matchup. Craig Sherwood, Jeff Wilson, or Josh Palmer.
This one was tough for me, man. I leaned Palmer slightly.
Palmer.
If that's PPR, I go Palmer. If it's half point, I go Jeff Wilson. It is close, though. All right, we got a bench one. Non-PPR standard. Olave, Amari Cooper, Monroe St. Brown.
Damn, I answered this wrong. I thought it was start one. I told him definitely to sit Amon-Ra. I would sit Olave.
Yeah.
Out of those two, I would sit Olave too. You might want to go back and fix that one.
I am.
Lawson wants to know Jamal Williams or Swift. You know my answer. It's Swift.
Jamal.
And it's Jamal for you as well.
It is.
All right. Wow. Hey, last question here. So you guys, if you got any live ones, shoot them in real quick.
No, we only got a minute left.
I don't care.
There is one online.
Yeah, we do. We do have one. I was going to take us out of the show with that one.
Schultz at Green Bay or Cole Kmet at Lions?
Cole.
Hey.
I lean Cole in that one too. I don't think that.
Oh, yeah, you did. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to go Cole as well.
I don't think the Packers are going to keep it in enough of a game for them needing to throw it.
Sure. And then a couple quick questions to close out the show. Is it smart to stash Odell? If you have the roster room, why not?
If you have the spot and you're not fighting for a playoff spot right now, yes.
Yeah,
Sure,
if you're rostered 2 tight ends when you don't need to, or if you're rostering 2 quarterbacks you don't need to, sure, for sure.
You're sitting 7-1, something like that. Yeah.
We got one more from John. Alan Lazard
thank you, John.
or Claypool? It's Alan Lazard.
That is Lazard, John. Played Lazard with confidence.
Yep. But take us out, LaPlant.
All right, guys, it's been fun as always. I mean, we wish we could hang out with you longer, but unfortunately, we all have to set our own lineups as well. Hopefully, we do just as well as you guys are going to do this week. But if you want to catch up on any of the information we're spitting out here at Fantasy Six Pack, please go to fantasysixpack.net. And if you're interested in getting in on any of the plans, talking to us in the Discord, get in on any of those ranking conversations with 3 of our rankers in the top 30 as of now. Hopefully it's more after this week. Just go to fantasysixpack.net, guys, /plans. And there's rest of season ones. There's monthly options for you. There's a couple different options for you. It's very user friendly. But make sure you check out our podcast later tonight too, the Last Call podcast with me and Dylan, where we'll be recapping the Sunday's games. And then make sure you check out Ike's injury article on Monday. And before you leave, guys, just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We all appreciate it here. And, we appreciate you as much as you appreciate us helping you out. So, everyone, good luck in Week 10, and we'll see you around.